Hi everyone, I'm Ali and welcome to Creating with Ali. Today I am going to attempt to make this macrame wish catcher. I've been wanting to make one of these for a very long time, and I finally went into, well, I went to Spotlight and this just happened to be in the specials section, so I thought, well, why not? Let's have a go. Now, if you know me and macrame, or anything that involves any sort of complex instructions, I'm usually a big fail. So let's give this a go, shall we? So we have lots and lots of bits that I can lose and destroy. But I'm hoping that it's not that difficult. Uh-oh. This looks difficult. In permanent marker, write your dreams and wishes on the wooden beads. I don't know how I would go writing my dreams and wishes on the bead. I might have a crack at that later. All right, let me have a look at the instructions and I'll come back with some sort of plan. Alright, first problem. This cord, there's 10 meters of it. This cord, I reckon there'd be about 2 meters of that. And that's obviously different. But here it says in materials, 1 ring, yep. 8 beads, yep. 1 4.6 meter strand of 2 millimeter cream cord, so I'm guessing that's 4.6. I'll need to check it. 8.9 lengths of white roving craft. 3 strands of this. Now this is 10 meters. There's no strands of anything that's been cut for you, and then you have your 8 beads. So I'm assuming this is the 4 millimeter cord. So I'm going to cut 3 strands of 2.7 meters of this cord so that I can get started on the first part. Alright, so I've written my little dreams on my little markers. So what have I got here? Like, quit work. That would be a good one, wouldn't it? my dreams are unrealistic. I'll just pop that in there anyway. Right, now I'm just going to assume this is the right thing to do. So it says wrap the ring while holding the 3 strands together. So I'm guessing that I'll leave a bit of overhang because it doesn't really tell you how to do it. But I'm just assuming, although it does have this braid thing hanging down. So actually tie the ring with a temporary knot, leaving a 45 centimeter tail. Okay. So let's go 45 centimeters tail. Yep. Tie a temporary knot. And around we go. You know, I'm not that good at following instructions. You're going to find that out pretty quickly here. And it says keep them all flat, keep them together, make sure that they're not overlapping on one another. So far so good. All the way around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. I'm feeling, if I don't get this right, does that mean my dreams and wishes won't come true? And then it says, when you get back to the beginning, untie the overhand knot and match the cords together, 3 strand braid. Okay, I think I get that bit. So, oh no, I made a pretty good knot, didn't I? Okay, just make sure that that's all looking good. And then we want it, there's a bit of length down here, so I'm just going to snip off the bottom bit. I'm not fussed at this stage. And that gets used for decoration, I believe. And then we want to braid this thing. Alright, so basically I just hooked that over my big toe, stretched out and just braided it, and end up with a plait like that. But you didn't need to see me do that. It's not neat, I know that. Just ignore that for the time being. Right, so let me just get back in my chair. Tie the cords, match the cords, 3 braids, tie off with an overhand knot, don't know what that is. Trim the excess, setting long pieces aside, which we have. Tie one end of the 2mm cord to the covered ring. Form a web on the interior of the ring by following these instructions. Okay, so here we go. Alright, so I'm assuming it's like that. And I want to go around the circle. Does it say how long? To go around, form a web on the interior of the ring by following. Yeah. Oh, and then you've got to add beads in it. But their beads are in here, they're not on the thing. But they're adding beads here. Well, they've got a bead. Alright, yep, right. So we're going like this. And then we're just going to make up sections that go around the outside. Pull these to make more of a, okay, yep, and we'll cut across to here. Should we go under? Okay, so when you've gone all the way along, I'm just going to pull that nice and tight. We've got our last one here. And then you want to go and do the second row. So in between each of these, it looks like you go the same way around, I'm guessing. Alright, so I think that we keep going until we have almost got this finished. So I guess the next bit's, it's getting smaller. Okay, and let's put a bead in here. So what have we got here? Yeah, maybe not that one. What's over here? He's hiding. Reno the house. They're more like tasks. Doesn't look anything like the picture, but it will be fine. I think it's just because I didn't do as many weaves, I guess. But that's all right. It kind of gets the idea. All right, now that we've done that, then we need to decorate the catcher. But before we do that, I might just take a piece so that we can hang this thing. So now I am going to ad lib here a bit. I'm going to take this much and fold it like so, and then I'm going to pop it underneath here and grab those bits at the top and just pull it down on itself. Alright, so that's the hanger. This bit here, I'm just going to tuck in here, turn it over. Maybe go back the other way and do it again. Remember guys, there's no rules for things like this. You can, if the instructions aren't great, then just make up your own. Honestly, make it look like the picture. Alright, so there we go. I'll cut this one off. And now that we've got this part of the catcher done, I might even just tuck that in under one of the side bits so that we don't have any loose stuff happening. Bit of hot glue would do wonders on that. Now we have got the bottom bits, and the bottom bits are pretty much just looping and hanging things off and putting beads in amongst them as well. So for instance, if we have this stuff here, let me just find the end to that without having to pull the whole thing. So what you can do here is take some pieces, say a strand that long, and then you are just basically looping this around like so. Actually, I might go the other way. So from the top, pulling your pieces in through that loop, tugging them down. You can pop a bit of a knot in there if you like, and then you're just pulling those tassels apart. So where you've got the pieces in together, just making tassels with them. Now the smaller pieces, so they'll look good, they'll beef it up a bit, but the this other cord is where you'll want to be putting on your bead. So let's make a snip a little bit of this off. Same thing. Did it again. Top and around. And this time grab one of your other little beads that has a wish on it. Poke it through, tie a knot off. And done. So I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom of this and then I'll pop back. Okay, I've really enjoyed this project, even though the instructions were mediocre at best. I didn't turn it over, did I? Let's say the instructions were actually really good. Helps to turn them over. So there's an overhand knot. Actually, that'd be really good. I think I might save that for a different project. Put it in a folder. But anyway, regardless of that, I have managed to create my dream catcher. And you know what? A dream catcher is a very personal thing. So this one here is definitely got my own spin and flair on it. That's fine. Things I would do differently if I did this again, I'd probably go a little bit shorter around the web, but I like it like this. I did end up with a little bit of extra stuff, which is fine. But I'm pretty happy with it. And you know what? It kind of looks like the picture. If you've enjoyed this video today and you like watching some craft projects and reviews, you also like knowing a little bit more about how to create some income with KDP and that kind of thing, then by all means make sure you like and subscribe. And I also have a community Facebook page called Creating with Ali if you're wanting to pop on over there and take a look. But thanks for sticking around watching the video today. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what this kit is like. So if you do see one lying around in a craft shop somewhere, you might like to have a go at it yourself. Otherwise, stay creative, keep creating, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.